That would be former Golden Spikes Award winner and the number one overall pick in the Major League Baseball draft back in 2003. Rickie Weeks is good enough to join us on the show. Rickie, how are you, man? Thanks for the time.
I'm doing good. And man, by the way, I love you guys' energy. I love it.
That's something you'll never have to question when Theriot's in studio, Rickie. Hey, man, real quick. No, go ahead.
No. You know, we'll save all that for off the show. Put it that way.
Fair enough.
Easy.
Before you came on, Theriot in the last segment was, we'll jump right into heady stuff, but he was talking about the Astros and their organization sign stealing apology yesterday. And then really he was starting to delve into how the rest of Major League Baseball is going to react to that. If you were an opposing player still today in Major League Baseball, how would you react when the Astros pop up on the schedule?
Well, you know what? I mean, it's still business as usual, but there's a little extra, I guess, something that most teams want to go off their chest, with the Astros. So for me, I'm coming in there with a attitude that I'm trying to demoralize them, and then when the media comes to me after the game, I'm going to speak my piece. So there's a little bit of both sides to everything. I'm sure there's some guys that think that, okay, they've had their time, I guess, in quote unquote court, I guess, but then there's some guys out there who still has a grudge.
What about the pitchers, though, Rickie? What about the guys that are, and I've been looking through Twitter and seeing some of these guys post, and I'm trying to remember the guy's name, and I just can't, but I think it's a dude from the Angels, basically saying, he's gonna purposely throw at guys off the Astros team whenever they play him this season.
Right, and honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. Man, a lot of guys talk like that until it's real game time.
Yeah.
But from that standpoint, yes. But man, I think what is more so coming from is that there's still some angst behind a lot of stuff that the Astro players did, and my idea, it is warranted. I can see how it's warranted, and I think it's gonna be a rough year for them. As on the media side, we'll just see about the baseball side of things.
I think they have the perfect manager to kind of deflect some of this stuff in Dusty Baker, and I've said it on this show a few times, and then also the podcast that, he is the ultimate man's man. I mean, he is when you say the phrase player's manager, I mean, that's who Dusty is. He was with Barry through the steroid controversy and handled a lot of that stuff. So, he's a great guy to deflect that. One point that I made, though, earlier, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this, I think it's super important to have the right guy sending the message from the Astros. And I felt like today or yesterday, whenever Alex and Altuve both stood up, I didn't feel like they were the right person to deliver that message. And I don't know that it's a veteran or maybe somebody that's not even there anymore, like a Brian McCann possibly, who was on the team and that was a vet that could talk about it. But the message I felt was a little, I don't know, just kind of weak in the way it was delivered, and there was really no questions answered. Who do you think would have been a good guy off of that team to maybe stand up and give that message?
Honestly, you know what? I think you made a great point. I think they made a great hire in Dusty Baker, and honestly, he might have been the best person to come out to say something to kind of diffuse everything. Yes, Alex and Altuve, they're probably the most glorified players on their team that probably they probably handled a lot of brunt of the, criticism, with the Astros. So that's probably why the Astros felt like it was needed for them to come out and say something. Man, to your point though, I think Dusty Baker might have been a great fit to go in there and try to diffuse everything as much as possible.
What if you knew what pitch was coming every time?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. That's one of those things that's like real world type stuff that changes people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm talking about the contract value of that player. It's just one of those things where if you do that one good year, that's it. I'm sure or you use one good year, and you get paid off that. And sometimes guys try to get that next edge or. In this case, the edge of sign stealing. It works. It works.
14 Major League seasons. Rickie Weeks, former #1 pick, Golden Spikes Award winner, spending a couple of minutes with us here. Rickie, I mean, I don't think any of these conversations are going away, so we could probably delve deeper into that maybe as the season rolls along. For those who maybe haven't heard your name in a while, obviously played a long time in Milwaukee and Arizona and Tampa. What are you up to now?
Well, now, as much as possible, because it was so long I was playing that I wasn't able to come back to Southern University a lot, to try to help out with the team, where I could, both sides of the table, I guess you could say. But I just want to, come back and be a liaison or something like that for the Southern baseball program, just because, that's what, and it gave it a jump start.
Yeah.
And then besides that, I'm going back to school and to finish my degree in sports management. I have a foundation back home with my brother that we help out kids, through free clinics and camps and things like that in the city of Orlando. I'll do that as well. So, and then I just got on the board of I'll probably have to do some of the kind of announcement in about another month or two. Chairman of trying to raise money and funds through the Baton Rouge Area Foundation for the SU baseball program. So
it's awesome,
big things involved, and can't wait.
That's awesome, man. Rickie Weeks is our guest. Where, by the way, people are listening and they want to get involved. Like, is there a website or a Twitter or Instagram account or something where they can go get more information?
Well, the biggest thing right now is it's not officially out, so really you guys are the first ones to even know that
Breaking news.
Something's going to be coming. Yeah, breaking news. Yeah, I brought the breaking news today for you guys. So, but I would definitely let Ryan know, and and I'll be glad to come back on and just to promote that a little bit too as well.
Yeah, I mean, lunch with Rickie today and kind of just picking his brain about the Baton Rouge Area Foundation and Southern University and the rich history. And I go back to those teams that they had with the first round picks. I mean, hell, you guys beat LSU at LSU. I was there, and Mike Woods, yourself. I mean, there's a ton of guys that were just really accomplished players, and to get that thing back going, it's going to take somebody like you. They got a great coach right now, and so I'm excited about Southern and the direction they're pointed in.
Yeah, same here. Appreciate it. Same here.
Rickie Weeks, former Southern Jag, Golden Spikes Award winner, #1 overall pick. And last thing before we let you go, man. Obviously, as that moves along, man, keep us in the loop. We'd love to help you promote whatever we can. But opening day for college baseball for you. What's the day like? Opening day in college baseball mean?
You know what? It's the it's the jitters. It's the it's the time that you want to prove something to somebody or to another team. It's an exciting time. It's a time where families get together, get around their sons or daughters to come out and play sports and things like that. So I think it's just real key for people in college baseball or softball that they cherish these moments because you might only get 3 or 4 of them.
Did you ever turn a double play in Ryan Theriot?
You know what? I don't think so.
That can't be right. I would have turned a double play on Theriot.
No, you wouldn't have.
You know what? Hey, I will give it a Ryan, because me and him played together in college, but played against Southern College, and we played against for a long time. We were in the same division for God knows how long, Ryan. But that man right there can play some baseball, man, and all the
you heard it.
I looked up to him.
That's right. And Rickie said that too. Rickie said that.
You played
That's
8
facts.
years of Major League Baseball. We all know that you were a good baseball player, right? Nobody's forgotten that you could play baseball. Why do I have you here, right?
That's right.
But Rickie Weeks played 14 years though, man.
Rickie was a dog.
He was a dog.
Hey, Rickie hit a ball one time, and I'm gonna say it while he's on the line. No, we got a break. I was playing shortstop at LSU. He hit a line drive. I jumped to catch the line drive.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped because it was a line drive coming at me, and it went over the fence. That's a fact. And I'm like, oh, God, we're screwed.
That's how you get to be the first pick in the draft. Rickie, man, it's been fun catching up, man. Keep in touch.
I appreciate you guys.
Our pleasure, man. Keep in touch, okay?
All right, take care.
See you, Rickie. Be
we'll
safe.
See you. Former Southern Jag, Rickie Weeks. So that's all. So he's going to be doing some camps out at Southern, kind of helping through the Baton Rouge Area Foundation, raise more awareness for the program, and then camps for for kids. He
That's
said he
for
and his brother
kids.
for kids in the area, which is awesome.
Correct, but also funds for the facilities out at Southern with the partnered with the Baton Rouge Area Foundation to figure out a way to kind of get that thing popping and get it going. He's actually on his way right now to New Orleans. Southern has their it's a round robin that they're doing down in New Orleans, UNO and a few other schools. And I guess he's the ambassador,
Cool.
kind of create some awareness. So
No,
he's in
that's
town
awesome.
quite a bit.
That's great to know that Rickie Weeks is back in town. So we'll definitely reach out to him as the season moves along.